Hello, people that know how's all doing today. I'm doing not so good. So the Defence Forces question is up on the main topic of the Irish news, and it's ridiculous how many people are actually going mad if I get very tick about it that they're actually thinking about leaving the Defence Forces because it's so bad the conditions and the pay, especially the pay, because Jesus Christ, the pay. And this man is going to cycle from, I think he's going to cycle, yeah, he's going to cycle from Carrickmacross, I think. Carrickmacross Courthouse, so up in Monaghan, up to the capital city of Ireland, Dublin. So, I don't know whereabouts he's going. I think he's going to Leicester House, isn't it? Leicester House, it says, yeah. So he's going to Dáil Éireann, so the government of Ireland, the high places of the government of Ireland. But if I was him, I would go to the Áras and Neutron, which is the president's house, because he's the head of the defence forces, the body head of cut himself. But seriously, what I heard today was shocking. What he was on the local radio, Northern Sound, and he was talking about how bad it is and how he can nearly barely live. He can just about get enough money to live. He can just about pay the rent. He can just about pay for his car to get up and down. And his conditions in the army bases and all that. The army bases that the Irish Army are using now are ancient. They've been here since the British Army invaded Ireland, so Carbour base is about here since the 1800s, maybe during the famine. So it was used as an army base. And Jesus Christ, that needs an update and needs new interior and all that, new designs and all that. And just basically equipment and money. Just the money is the biggest part of it, because literally you would get more working in the shop. You would actually just get more work. You get more clean the streets. And my heart really goes out to these people. And I really say to the man who's doing this, good for you, son. And I have to say to him, he's doing his country proud, standing up for his fellow soldier and his fellow countrymen who need to show the government that the defence forces is needed in this country to protect them and to protect the civilians of Ireland. And there's no point shrugging it away like they don't matter. These people are real people. They're people who suffer great in depth, in training, in fitness routines, training nearly every day of their lives, going out on a plane to a foreign country, like two soldiers in the 1998 died while serving their country in peacekeeping, and did not fire a shot at the enemy. The enemy shot them, and the Irish Army did not shoot back at them, but they suffered 2 casualties in return, the Irish Army. And they do not know when they go on that plane in Dublin Airport over to Lebanon or the Golden Heights or in Syria, they do not know they'll see their family, their wife, their children, even their husband in the women's cases. They do not know would they ever see them again. And if they die over in the Golden Heights, the thing is, what did they have to leave their children? What did they have to leave their families? Nothing. Literally, you might as well just go and clean the street. They have nothing in return to give to their families after they die. And the country would be like, the state would be like, the government would be like, it's not our fault. We don't have enough money to pay the defence forces. Well, the thing I have to say to them, and to the government, and to the fat man himself up in the Áras, you're sitting in the chair up in the Áras or in Leicester House or in your house yourself. You don't know how a gun works, I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you never served a day in your life in the military. And you don't know the risks these people have to take in going over to a war-torn country where you could get bombed, where you could get shot dead by armed militias. You could get blown to pieces by a mine. You could get airstriked by mistake. These people risk their lives for the state of Ireland and to make Ireland a better place and to make the world try and give Ireland's betterness to other countries. And sadly, a good lot of Irish personnel died in peacekeeping, and I will take this opportunity to condole with the families who have lost in peacekeeping in the last few years. But this pay was issue and this leadership issue and everything in the Irish Army, everything needs to be sorted. Either there needs to be a complete get rid of all the generals in the army and get new generals, or get a new commander-in-chief, which is a new president, just kick him out and say that he's a disgrace to this country. Because he actually probably is, because literally the Irish army are literally begging for extra money. They literally might as well be homeless. That's the way they're kind of going, like. And you have to buy yourself out of the army. There's so many people trying to raise the funds to buy themselves out of the army, so they literally leave the army because they're so fed up with it, because they don't have enough money. And I really don't blame them. I'm very patriotic, to be honest with you, so I would say it would be dishonourable to leave the army for no reason, no apparent reason, but I have to give them this. And I don't consider them as dishonourable. Anybody who buys themselves out of the army now is probably honourable. That's the thing I'm trying to say. They're honourable, not dishonourable. They're honourable. Because they're saying to the government, I'm not taking any more of your shit. I'm getting out of here. I'm not listening to yous anymore. Yous are bully buying us around, giving us nothing. Paying 2.1 million on Prince Charles to come over here. And yous give me nothing. And let me tell you, whoever buys themselves out of them is dead right. Until the pay is resolved, I say you just leave the army. Try and get the funds. And just leave the army, because you might as well, you're risking your life for nothing. That's all I'm going to say to any defence forces that are watching. I mean, if you still want to stay in the army, then just don't take shit from the commanding officers. Just be like, I'm do what I please. Because if they suspend you, then at least you won't be able to buy yourself out at least. But the only thing I say is, just do not worry yourselves. This pay issue will be solved sooner or later. And hopefully some of these days, the government will realise that they are in Ireland and not in any other country that don't have a defence forces. And that they need to pay for it, and they need to pay the people who are in it. And supply them with goods and equipment. Instead of just giving them to the English. And Prince Charles coming over paying 2.1 million. I mean, Jesus Christ, the amount of money you could give the people for that. And you're like, oh no, we have to give it to the British Empire. Because they need the protection, you know yourself. Jesus fucking Christ, I have enough of it. Anyway, good luck to the man who's doing it. If you see him along the way, say, support him and clap him on and give him all the support you can. So thank you for watching, subscribe more, and bye.